Today, one more important topic of this synapse we will see. So don't neglect the synapse sessions, please, because this is the target warehouse in our ADF. Okay? ADF is finally working with two things, source and sink. The sink is the target data warehouse. Always our target data warehouse should be here as synapse. Okay, I think this is for today. It is session 7. In last class, like what was our discussion, sir? In synapse session 6. What was the topic? Create external table. Okay, with the help of polyfill. So especially for big volumes of data, why you have to create the external tables, that operation we have seen. Today, as part of session 7, we will discuss about all the different ways to load data. Data into Synapse SQL, that is Synapse database. So here basically 3 ways are there. Number 1, by using ADF, that means ADF pipelines. And number 2, that is CTAS. CTAS is one of the two. And number 3, copy into statement. If it is ADF, there are 2 ways. Number 1, create pipeline with copy data activity. Already the persons who completed that ADF, they have seen all these operations in the beginning of ADF practices. And number 2, already all Synapse people also have seen this one, especially you guys also have seen this operation, that is copy data tool. Copy data tool from Synapse. From Synapse Studio. But these are 2 regular practices within the ADF level. Second one is CTAS. This is exclusively for the Synapse. CTAS stands for a create table as. That is the full form of CTAS. This is one way. And third way is copy into statement. Okay, what is the process of already the process of first two? The first one brings ADF. And second one is CTAS. How CTAS will work, how to do the configurations, all these things we will discuss now. Here 2 things. Step 1, create external table. Already you know the process, which was our last session, sir. That is, this external table like uses data like a blob file or directly Hadoop file. And step 2, load data into Synapse table. So these are the 2 steps we need to follow. Once again, I repeat the step 1 like creating external tables. Create external table. What are the steps are involving, sir? The first step, create
Master key.
And second, what is the second step? Sorry, did not see the previous video. Database scope credential. Scope credential. And step 3.
Create data source. Data source.
Correct. Number 4.
Create a file format.
File format. Number 5. Create external.
File.
And after that, the next onwards you can query the data. Whether you will query or okay, you will keep it comp, that is always. The first 5 steps are mandatory. A quick review of about all these 5 steps. What are all the statements I will try to revise to you. The first step, I am going to create a master key. So for this, the simple statement is to create master key. And second step, I am going to create database scoped credential. For this, the statement is create database scoped credential. Suppose the credential name I am giving as my credential with the first option here, identity. So in the place of identity, any string you can give, any name of identity. So generally here you are giving storage account name. Any name you can use, comma. Every option specify function comma. And second option is secret. Here I have to give key. What is this? What is this? Here I will write it. This is key of storage. How to get it? What is the navigation? Go to storage account. Just open the storage account. Within this, you have an option in the left side. You will see multiple options. One of the options is access keys. Here you will find two keys. Key1, key and key. Now take copy of first one. Don't go to the key 2. What is the importance of key 2? I did not go to the documentation. Just to take the value of the key, first option. And paste into, just copy that into your clipboard and just paste it here in the place of secret. Now the credential part is created now. And the third step, what is the third step, sir? You have to create a data source. To create the data source, the statement will be like this. Create external data source. Suppose the data source name I am giving as my data source. With some multiple options I am going to give. First option should be type. The type should be Hadoop. Why Hadoop? Because I am trying to access Azure data lake, Azure data lake file. But Azure data lake file backend is Hadoop file system. That's why the type should be here, Hadoop. This is first option. Next, location. The location of your file, which is our data lake file, should be like this: vasbs / your storage account name, sorry, container name. Suppose container name, my container name is my data. Let's assume like this. @ storage account, then you have to give storage account. The storage account name, suppose here my storage 101 dot blob dot windows core dot windows dot net, and then slash and then close it. So what is the first one, sir? Here, this my data is, I'm sorry. This my data, this is container name, remember. At the rate, this is your storage account name. Remaining name is common for all blob files. blob.core.windows.net. For example, sometimes under container you might have subfolder. If you have any subfolder, give slash and then give the folder name. Okay, this is second option. What I have to say. Comma. Next option is credential. The credential already in the second step you have created. The credential we have given the name of credential as my credential. Now your step 3 is completed. Then come to the step 4. You have to create a file format. To create that file format, below is the statement. Create external file format. External file format. Suppose file format name I am giving my file format. With you have to say some other options here. Majorly two options will be there. One is a format type, second one is format options. Okay, I'm going to use format type now. Format type equal to, suppose my file is delimited text. Delimited text. This is first option. Second option is format options. Format underscore options. Within these sub options will be there. The first sub option field terminator. Field terminator equal to comma. And second sub option, first row. First underscore row equals to. I am giving 2. What is the meaning of 2 here? If I give 2, what is the meaning of here? Start. Read data from second line, because my first line is header. Now 2 options are completed. Now you can close your with. So this is first option. This entire thing is second option. Again, under second you have 2 sub options. One is terminator. The second one is second row is for second option is for header. Got it. Okay. Now your step 4 is also completed. And finally, fifth step, external table you have to create. So for this, the statement will be like this. Create external table. The table name something like a dbo dot my tab or my e tab. Let's say E is the indication for external. My e tab answer. And whatever the columns that you have in the file, just to specify those columns. Suppose as per our last example, in the file we have first column as transaction ID. So for now I'm simply saying int like this, and customer ID. Product ID. And finally price. And I have quantity. So remember here, the schema of the table should be same as schema of the file. On the same order we have given all these things. Now Additional options we have to say with. The first sub option here, location. Here I have given, I said slash. This slash is for root folder. The root folder is container, so that all files will be read. Okay. Here you have to say comma. Next option is data source. Data source name we have given my data source. Already we have created this data source in third steps. Okay. Next option, file format we have. In the fourth step, we have created file format. Our name of the file format is my file format. On that way, how to create. Now go back to the beginning. Go to the CTAS. In the CTAS, our first step is completed. You have created XML table. Okay. Now load data into Synapse table. So till now, what we have done in this is CTAS. Step 1 we have done. Now come to the second step of CTAS. Step 2. Here I am going to load data. All of you please observe this. Very simple statement. 1 minute. Observe the statements are all of you. Create table. Let's say table name I am giving my Synapse table. My Synapse table. With, I'm not giving any schemas up here. Please observe. Of course, if you want to specify any distribution, already you know, you have 3 types of distributions. Can you remind me, someone, what are the 3 types of distributions we have for a Synapse table?
Round robin, hash distribution.
Hash. One more. Third one, broadcast. That means replicated. Okay. Default is round robin. Suppose if you want to change it, just do the change. Distribution is equals to, if you want to say hash, give hash like this. Suppose if you want to keep it as a round robin, you have to say round underscore robin. Of course, without saying this round robin, by default, every table is having round robin distribution. Okay. Then close it. Then you have to say up to now, among CTAS, CT completed, create table completed. After that, the keyword should be as. Okay, as. Already have created external table. What is our external table name? The external table name is my tab. Okay. I'm saying select star from DBO dot my tab. That's it. As per this example, what is the back end of this my tabs? What is the back end of my tab here?
File.
That means data lake file. Think that in the data lake file, huge volume of data is there. Very huge volume of data is there. Now, what Polybase will do is, Polybase will read data from the backend file of this table and load into the Synapse table. Automatically here, automatically table will be created with this. It's the same schema as external table. Let me put this. Got it. The same schema as external table. Whatever the schema you have for this table, with that schema, automatically one new table will be created. Into that, data will be loaded. Of course, here you are requesting all the data, and you can apply query also. For example, I am saying like this. Please observe this query. The second query. I'm just copying this entire statement. Let's say synapse table 2. Here I am saying select star from dbo.e tab where price greater than or equals to 50,000. This is my query. Now the entire from the file, all the data is not loaded, only the filtered data. So for which transaction the sales price is greater than or equal to 50,000, only those records will be loaded into this one. Okay. But what about here? You said star. That's why all columns will be taken from this. With all columns here, one table will be created automatically. Got it. This is what simply a tool, other tool called CTAS. Till now, you know two options, two ways to load data. One is in the case of ADF, one is ADF pipeline. At the same time, Synapse also is having ADF. Within that ADF, we have copy data too. Already have done copy data too. And second way is SCPs. This is another big practice, better practice. Especially while loading very bulk volumes of data, the CTS is another most popular way. But still other ways are there. There is a third way. CTS is second way. Now third way to load. That is copy into statement. Copy into statement. You can treat it there. This is also one of the tools given by the Synapse. Especially in the SQL scripts, you have to run it. So please wait for today also, sir, because my account will be ready within another 1 or 2 hours. Then completely the last concept of fractional table and these two ways of loading everything will be seeing practicals in tomorrow's session. So come on, how to use that copy into statement? What is the syntax of it? We will see now. Observe this one. Create table. I'm saying dbo.my sales. Think that this is my table name. And I am applying some schema, manual schema. Transaction ID, customer ID, product ID, price, and quantity. Okay. So if you want to apply in a distribution, just go for the distribution with distribution is equal to round robin. Of course, it is a default, no need to say. Already I told you when round robin distribution is advantageous, at the time of loading bulk volumes of data, round robin distribution is faster. Hash table is faster at the time of querying the data. But while loading, use round robin. If you want to query, just alter this table from round robin to hash table. Later onwards, you can query the data. Okay. So now, till now, this is pure Synapse table. pure synapse step. That's it. And final step, we have to use copy into statement. So before using copy into, you have to create one synapse table first. Now I'm going to use the copy into. The statement will be like this: copy into the dbo dot my sales. The table name, whatever the table you have created, the table name you have given. From here, you have to say file path of data lake. Okay. The file path here can be accessed with only two ways. One is HTTP. Second one is HTTPS. HTTPS. So here we have access with this one, HTTPS colon slash slash. First of all, you have to give storage account. Storage account dot blob dot core dot windows dot net slash container name slash your file. So this thing you have to say. This is the format of it. Now I'm going to modify this. So in the place of storage account, I am giving my storage account name. Suppose my data lake storage account is my storage 101. Sorry. My storage 101 dot log dot core dot windows dot net slash container name. Think that the container name is my data. Suppose I have a file here, sales.txt or csv. Any delimited file should be there. Okay. In this way, file path you have to say. After that, there is an option with. There some sub options you have to give. The first sub option, file type. So here it allows three types of files. One is CSV, second one is WARC, third one is Parquet. Okay, these are the three options it allows. Of course, in this case, my file is CSV. About remaining file formats, later we will discuss why we should use them like this. CSV I have selected. And after that, credential. The next option is credential. Credential equals to, there are two ways. The sub option I am giving, the first sub option is identity. Any name you can give. Of course, here I am giving my shared access signature. Any name you can use. The second sub option here, secret. Here you have to say value of signature. An example value of signature is how to navigate this. I will explain. Something I am doing. And I am closing this. And last option is about header. For that, first underscore row. First row. Here, simply the first row, not there is no underscore, I think. First row is equal to 2 because from second line onwards, the data should be. The data reading should be from second line. Here. That is the meaning of it. Only this will be the statement. Now, if you run this statement, automatically data will be loaded from this file to into this table. But before running this, table should be existed. In the case of CTAS, automatically a new table will be created. But here table should be existed. Into the existed table, we have to load the data like this. Now let's talk about these credentials. How to navigate that signature. The navigation path I will give. One minute. Let me recopy that. That's my question, how to get signature, shared access signature. Same sir, first go to the storage account. Just to open our storage account, in the left side you will see many options. Among these options, previously you have seen access keys. Okay, now instead of going for access keys, go to the option called shared access signature. Shared access signature. And you will see some option here. The option is here, allowed resource types. In this, you will find three options. The first option is, I think, yeah, service. By default, this is disabled, enable it. And second option you will see as container, enable it. Next option you will see as object, just enable it. So simply enable all the options under this. So whenever you click on the shared access, you will see these things, allow resource types. Just enable service, enable container, enable object. This object is for blobs, container means root folder, service means storage service. Okay, you are giving you are giving access to the Synapse copy into statement. Okay, and next go to the last of all the options on the same shared access signature. Under shared access signature, from the screen go to the last, you will see one button called generate SAS and connections. Just click on. There is a button, generate SAS. SAS means shared access signature and connections. Just click on that. Whenever you click on this kind of link will be, this kind of string will be created. Just copy that and paste into here. Okay. And also one more thing. What is the difference between access key and shared access signature? All these are important for our introduction. What is difference between access key and shared access signature? Any ideas, sir? Who worked with other databases, especially to the admin areas, they can say answer for this. If you talk about access key, it's access key for outer applications or users. Okay, access key for outer applications or users. But this access key is permanent. Once I have given one access key to you, that access will be permanently available. Okay. But in the case of shared access signature, there is a benefit. Observe here. I'm taking this copy. Going to keep out here. At the time of creating signature, you can specify duration. Validity duration. Of signature. A small example. So when you click on this, after selecting this allowed resource types, after that, if you say some other option like from date and end date, you will see this option. For example, here the starting date I am giving as, suppose today's date is month 1, 28th day, 2020. This is from date. Sorry. The end date I am giving as 1/21/2020. What is the meaning of it? After specifying this date, I have given access this. I have created a connection string. Now this connection string will be valid only till tomorrow yet. Okay, 20th I am giving access. By 21st night, automatically the access of the connection string will be expired. Next onwards, you cannot access. All of you understood this? Hello, clear about this access key and shared access in.
Sir, this can be used for outer application as well, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Suppose you are using Java application, sir, like you are developing Java application, but your Java application wants to access this data lake file. Now Azure data lake is giving you some Java based API for you, but in that API you have to use the signature.
Okay. So you can say it's a temporary arrangement for access.
Maybe for guest users, or maybe for guest applications, but it must be temporary. Understood? Suppose today I am here only for loading of your, only for migration of your previous data to the Azure Synapse. I'm going to work with that for 5 days. Only 5 days this access will be available. For another user, you can give 30 days, 30 days duration. This for different users, different access keys, different signatures that you can create. Understood? Okay. So these are the 3 popular ways to load your bulk volumes of data. Number 1 is ADF, second one is CDAS, third one is copy. Got it. So really you will see like a lot difference when you compared with when you load data by using ADF. If you use CDAS or copy into, the load will be very much faster. So in tomorrow's session, we will see practically, sir. My account will be activated in another 1 hour. Already morning, one of my students sent me the credentials, but the credentials are not working. Okay. So he said that will be activated in another 1 hour or max 2 hours. So tomorrow, no new topic about this session and last session, session 6 and session 7, we see practical. If necessary, coming 2 days. Okay, sir. Tomorrow morning, ADF 7:30 batch, please attend by 7:30, and Synapse as usual by 8:30 and 9:30. Okay, all of you please attend. But Synapse, who started with Synapse, they attend only Synapse. In another, like for seniors, in another max by this weekend, I will finish this Synapse. Still, there are a few more concepts are there. So all these things I will complete. So tomorrow, all the 3 sessions will be available. All of you please attend. Thank you very much, sir. Let me
Thank
check
you,
my attendance here.
Thank you.
Chandu, Chandrasekhar, Manju, Manoj, Narendra, Prasanna, Prashant, two Prashant here, and Sanjay, Rakesh, Sirisha, yes, sir, all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.